because these protests are going on, TYT sent its political reporter, Jordan Cheriton, who's been on location with his team, speaking with some of those involved in the protests. So we've got a couple of videos that we want to show you. In the first, he's speaking with Happy, who chained himself to a pipeline at the site. So let's watch that.
Water is life! 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 Water is life!
You put your body on the line. You chained yourself to the pipeline that was being constructed.
We needed to be, or our presence needed to be there. And, you know, I couldn't stand by and then, like, watch them build a pipeline and dig up the earth and put the pipe in the ground. I couldn't sit by and watch that. It's a tough thing to watch, you know, whenever it's all you think about, you know, it's always on my mind. It's like whenever I dream, I'm dreaming about how I can help out here and what's going on here. You know, it's like everything, I'm consumed with this issue and the need to do something to stop it. And it's just unbelievable, you know, of how far we have to go now. There were people there, one of the workers there was saying, I know how to get him off. All we have to do is turn on the machine and, you know, move the arm around and see how long he lasts. And
so there's basically fear for your life.
Yeah, there was, you know, there was a fear, a good fear of life, but there was also the same emotions that affect me daily here, you know, with the angry frustration.
Jeez. I know how to get him off. We just kill him with heavy machinery. That'll get him off.
Yeah, I mean, look, the protests, from what I've read and what I've seen, have been peaceful protests, right? And again, they've been met with violence. That man's interpretation of what's been going on, you know, just perfectly describes the type of violent action that's been proposed against him just for protesting something that, you know, really puts land that means something to him and his community in jeopardy.
Yeah. Yeah, and without the due process that they think they should have, the consideration for the historic significance, the spiritual significance of the land. So Jordan also talked with a pair of siblings who are also involved in this chaining to the equipment. So let's switch to that now.
The people who ran away this morning when they saw you, do you think they just simply don't care about your people and your land and your culture?
Well, they run away really fast. Never seen these workers. I've been in other places and other actions, but seeing these workers running away so fast, it gives me an idea of the strength of the people. Like I say before, we don't have guns, we don't have bombs, but we have our bodies, we have our commitment, we have our prayers, and we have our actions.
You know, my grandma fought in the Battle of Little Bighorn, and she fought, you know, soldiers and to protect her family. So I can't expect nothing less of myself.
We all drink water. You know, Creator gives this water, you know, as our first medicine to all the nations from the north to the south, you know. So we're here to protect what is sacred too. There is a lot of sacred places around this area, you know, and this pipeline will desecrate those places, will destroy those places.
They don't understand that the earth doesn't belong to us. We belong to Mother Earth. We're her children, and we need to do everything we can to protect her and make sure, you know, that she's here for our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren. And they need to have that safe drinking water. It's not, you can't drink water, you can't drink money, you can't drink oil. You need water to survive. Water is life.
So it continues on in advance of September 9th, and then certainly it will be appealed regardless of who the judge rules in favor of. That won't be the end of the process until the 14th, and probably going on after that. And it sucks to watch these people, their way of life, their community, their land, the access to water, that's their access to water is in that area. If that ends up getting destroyed or contaminated, then they're just SOL, they got no water, is just like a speed bump in the view of the executives of this massive corporation. And we're on the cusp right now of being able to switch over to clean, renewable energy. That the price of solar power has been going down insanely over just the past few years. Like, we're almost ready to switch over. And there are some people who, I read the CEO of the company, she lives in this like 20,000 square foot mansion with a pole vaulting pit and a 200-person private theater where her and her friends do these private theater productions and things like that, which sounds lovely. It sounds like an amazing way to live your life. And so all of these other people, it's just get the fuck out of the way. We got to put this pipeline in so we can be even more grotesquely wealthy.
I know, that's the part of it that really bothers me, because this is all in an effort to gain more wealth. So at what price? I mean, you're destroying the environment, you're potentially destroying the lives of these individuals who rely on that land, who rely on that water to survive, and you're already fabulously wealthy. Like, why do you need more? I get it, right? Everyone wants to be wealthy. I want to be wealthy, right? Yeah. But at what cost? And it's incredible how many people lack any principles or any human empathy toward others. I think you have to be a pretty ruthless person to push forward and do what this corporation is doing to these people.
Yeah, and like I said, we understand everybody, we need energy. We're a country that demands it for transportation, for entertainment, for all of that. But we can get it through other means. Solar energy, wind energy, geothermal. There are so many options. We're a country that when it's necessary, there's no limit to what we can achieve, what we can develop, that we can lead the way on these sorts of technology. And we are choosing not to as a country because either we are personally profiting from crude, dirty, traditional forms of energy, or we've taken some of that money and we've bought off the politicians to stop any innovation from actually happening. And so in this particular case, it's obviously far more personal for these people, but it's just one of the consequences of the way we approach our energy production in this country.
If you're upset with mainstream media, we have the alternative for you. Come build independent media with us. Your membership powers the Young Turks. TYTnetwork.com/join.